I think it is definitely safe to say goodbye, Harry Maguire, and how we should be welcoming the one and only Axel Disasi. Disasi is looking at signing for Manchester United. And this gentleman called Disasi, actually, Axel Disasi is a Monaco football player. He is a very good defender. And with the fact that Manchester United has been struggling with defenders, and more especially with the fact that when Rafael Varane is off and also Alexandra, Lisandro, who is this gentleman, Martinez, Lisandro Martinez is off, and the only option they've got is definitely putting in Harry Maguire in there, and you definitely can never know what happens with Harry Maguire at any point in time, and that's why Manchester United has come out and said they definitely need a defender, and a very good one, not just a simple defender. They want one who brings results and who won't do as many mistakes as Harry Maguire does. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of this podcast, and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever Manchester United has to bring to you, as long as it is sports, right about here at the United chapter with me, your host KALS, as I'm bringing to you the latest in the world of sports, and more especially with Manchester United. If you want any news in the transfers, as long as it is Manchester United, just tune in. I will be bringing to you everything that you definitely need to know right about here with me, your host KALS. So Manchester United are keen on signing Axel Disasi. So, according to a report from a Football Insider, Manchester United are currently leading the race to sign Monaco defender Axel Disasi in this summer. The Frenchman's contract expires in 2025, and Monaco could look to make a backbreaker on the player soon before it's too late, because Manchester United wants the player, and also the fact that Manchester United wants this football player, also other football clubs are interested in this football player. That definitely means the price of this gentleman is going to be definitely high. It will be remembered that Chelsea and Manchester City are also interested in the defender. And where is this defender going to end up? Where is it realistic for him? We all need to put all this into consideration, and we see where this defender is going to end up. Anyway, let's first discuss a little bit about this defender, and also about Manchester United and how they have played the last season. We definitely know that United got a good season. On a whole, it was a good season. The major factor, or the fact that Erik ten Hag came on board, and definitely as a new manager, and he won. And he definitely played quite well, finished in a good position, I must say, in the Premier League. And also, it was nobody expected Manchester United. If you had asked somebody at the beginning of the season, when Erik ten Hag definitely came, people thought possibly it will just be as normal, possibly nothing much. It's just a new manager and new rules, new manager, but same old. But definitely didn't go as many people anticipated. Very many people definitely anticipated quite a lot, but it did not go on like that. So it will be remembered that Manchester United for a very long time have always wanted to cash in on Harry Maguire. But the question is, who is interested in signing Harry Maguire? That's where the big problem comes in. Harry Maguire is worth a lot of money. Manchester United, if Manchester United cannot just give him away, but again, he is costing the club. That's what we should say. He could be costing the club. He's made quite a lot of mistakes, and he's definitely to be sold, with a lot of reports coming in saying that Harry Maguire should be sold, and he's been linked to clubs in the Serie A, with some of the football players who've not been performing well in the Premier League, going to the Serie A and excelling, playing quite well. The likes of Chris Smalling. Smalling also definitely was not playing quite well, but not as bad as Maguire. but when he went to the Serie A, he definitely performed very, very well. And right about now, very many clubs in Serie A are definitely interested in signing this gentleman. And we think it's going to be a brilliant move for them, but also a brilliant move for Manchester United if Manchester United can definitely let him go. So I will be remembered that Manchester United has been looking for a good defender, a perfect defender, one that does not make as many mistakes as Harry Maguire makes. When you look at the games that Harry Maguire has made mistakes, definitely they are loads of games, loads of games. And these mistakes that Harry Maguire has always made have always had an impact on the final score of the game, and definitely in the long run, it gets an impact on the position in which the team finishes in. Because if you cost the club 2, 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals, definitely that is not the best of things. So, so somebody was asking me a few questions about Axel Disasi and what I definitely think about Axel Disasi. I think he's a wonderful one. I think he's a good football player, I must say. He's a good defender, and when it comes to defense, and the mere fact, you can see the clubs that are interested in this gentleman. Under 20 at 25 years, 25 years, he's definitely performing very well. At 25 years, he's performing quite well. He still has a lot of time. If Manchester United can sign him for something like 5 years until he is 30, then we could know that the big problem. He's a big man, you already know. He doesn't mess around. He's a big man. And when he's been at Monaco, he's been playing brilliantly. And for those of you who want to know further about who Disasi is, Disasi actually, he's called Axel Wilson Arthur Disasi McInnes Belho. That's his whole name. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 names. Axel Wilson Arthur Disasi McInnes. So, and also Belho. All those are his name. He is a French professional football player who plays as a defender for Ligue 1 club Monaco and the French national team. For those of you who watched the World Cup, you definitely saw how good he is, how good he definitely played in the World Cup. He is a class football player, and undoubtedly, if he joins any club that gets him will definitely have taken gold. So there is a bit of there will be a bit of tight competition. There's not a bit, but tight competition for this gentleman between Manchester United and Manchester City, as Manchester United is saying they want him and Manchester City is saying they also definitely want him, with quite even other more clubs interested in this gentleman. It will be remembered that he is a very tall lad, and his height is 1.9 meters, and that's what you need for a defender, which is okay. And possibly we're saying the reason as why Harry Maguire is still there is because of his height. But if you've got height that's not helping you, definitely I think you need to get they need to get rid of you. And for I've not got I think Harry Maguire should definitely leave, because it's not he after the World Cup he tried to perform quite a bit well, but again with the mistakes. You can't keep on making the same old mistakes all the time. And let's see the nationality of this gentleman. He's a Congolese and also a Frenchman, Axel Disasi. Then he's also 83 kilograms. So that's quite a big weight for a defender. Actually, perfect weight for a defender. And the dates he joined. Anyway, let's see. So this gentleman, if anybody any questions about Disasi, I'll be more than happy to answer them. So Chelsea are interested in this gentleman. Manchester City are interested in this gentleman, and also Manchester United are also interested in Disasi. He is a perfect defender. That's why clubs are struggling. That's why clubs are definitely struggling to make sure they can have him. So we need to look at some of the qualities of Axel Disasi. Why is he a big target in this summer transfer window? What are the attributes? Of him that make him a quality footballer? Anyway, a quality defender, anyway, a good defender. We need to look at these things and we see why he is being hunted for. One of them is his approach. His biggest role, his approach, the way he approaches football opponents, strikers, and is always amazing. And then delay control and also tackle, also still very, very amazing for him. So I think he is one of the best, and the fact that he's played at Monaco and proved that he is one of the best there, that definitely shows you how good a football player he is. And he's a very calm and contemporate football player, and it will be remembered that throughout the game of soccer, he is always, of all sorts of things thrown at him, he always stays calm as a defender, with many strikers trying to make sure they go past him. Whatever happens, he's always calm and makes good tackles. Then he is also always prepared. Axel Disasi is always prepared, focused mentally also. That's another thing for him. And his ability to think tactically, that is what I mean. And that's what is lacking with Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire does not think critically and also tactically. That's why he loses the ball in the box. You never lose the ball in the box. At least clear the ball. You know what I mean? Then we need also to see other attributes. Then he also is good at anticipating what will happen next. He knows which football player possibly, when a football player, mostly these strikers and attacking midfielders, they always use almost the same tricks. But when a defender is definitely aware of some of these tricks and can anticipate what is going to happen next, the tackles he makes are always on point. The tackles he makes are always quite good and on point, and the anticipation is always nice. And that's why Axel Disasi is good in this area and will be a perfect replacement for Harry Maguire. Then he always maintains his position as a defender. He always tries to maintain his position. You'll not find him going to score. No, that's a very good thing of him. He's not going to go into positions that he shouldn't be going in. Even when the club thinks that possibly needs him in the attacking field, sometimes you're at a point where you need a defender. He is not that type of defender who will go and score. No, given an opportunity, he can once in a while, but he always tries to maintain his position as a defender and then make sure that nobody moves past him, to make sure that counterattacks are not considered. Anyway, or actually even conceded. Anyway, let's get to yet another one why Axel Disasi is needed by or is a top target for Manchester United. Awareness of what is happening around him, that is something also that he is quite good at, and strong value for the teamwork. Teamwork definitely, although individuals are oftenly rightly celebrated and rewarded, they could not do what they do without the team around them, and so does Axel Disasi. A very good football player, I must say. He's also a clear communicator. He's got a commanding language. He definitely can command football players, commands the defense. In number 5, actually, any person in the defense needs to have that command. And if you have Axel Disasi and you've got Rafael Varane, you've got Martinez, definitely that is sorted. That is sorted. Plus even Luke Shaw possibly. Definitely that is sorted. The defense will definitely be sorted for a fact, and that will be a good thing. So Axel Disasi, I think he's going to be a perfect one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good pick for the club, and the club definitely, Manchester United needs to act quite very fast if they need this gentleman, if they want this gentleman to perform, and also to be at Manchester United at Old Trafford. They need to act fast, get the football player as fast as they can, and also make sure that they can get him good at a good price, cash in quite enough money. Let's see his market value. Axel Disasi's market value. What could he be? what could he be? What could his market value be? Okay, market price. Let me see. Okay, it will be remembered that as AC Monaco placed a £44 million price tag on Axel Disasi amongst Manchester United interest, never a club to shy away from high profits as Monaco have slapped £44 million price tag for the centre back Axel Disasi as interest in the defender's signature from Premier League club grows. Very many Premier League clubs definitely want this gentleman, but as I have told you, 44 million is what Monaco have said they want. But if this is delayed, more clubs will come on board and he could end up in 70 million or something, because he's a very good football player. Undoubtedly, he's definitely a very wonderful one. So I think for things to be better for Manchester United, they need to act fast, and this is not a big amount of money for Axel Disasi, and it's not a big amount of money for Manchester United, so Manchester United should make sure they can get him as quick as they can. Otherwise, I thank you for being part of this podcast, and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever Manchester United, or actually the United chapter with me, your host Abu KALS, has to bring to you. Anyway, I'm Abu KALS, that's my name, and thank you for being part. Thank you and goodbye for now.